Well, hello there, folks, and welcome to another episode of Tokefreely. Yay! You make me wanting, so, searching for something. I might have to turn that down a bit. And so, how you folks doing today? So, today I have another new weed for you, like I always do. I just got a nugget of this. Okay, so I'm gonna have to put it close up to the camera so you can see it. But before I get started, I ask that you please subscribe, give me a like and a thumbs up, and share. Tell your friends about me. Don't forget to check out Toke Freely at Toke Freely Toke Gear Store on Teesprings. It's Toke. You just go to Toke Freely, then put in Toke Gear. Toke Freely Toke Gear. You'll see our newest stuff. Got a lot of new merchandise for you. Some dope t-shirts and everything. Even some leggies for the women, and even some stuff that you can have, personal stuff like for the house and everything. That you can only get from me, Toke Freely. Only place in the world where you can get Toke Freely products and everything else. Only by me. You know. So today, the name of the weed we got is called Blueberry Muffins, folks. Can you see that? Blueberry Muffins. Alright. Don't ask me why they call this stuff. But okay, let me show you what it looks like. Like I said, I only got a nugget. So let me put the light on for you. Hey, what I'm seeing, I just wanna run, disappear for good. I wanna hold it and put the light on it at the same time. Alright. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. That's too much light. There we go. See it's falling apart. That means good. Good color. Good texture. Very nice. Alright, I gotta get this piece up here. Crumbles up pretty good, almost perfect crumb. It's not gummy. It breaks up pretty good. Now the smell, I have to say I've never smelled this smell before. It's another one that excuse me while I plug this microphone up, because I know I'm gonna get better sound if I plug this up. It's not gonna really interrupt anything, but we're gonna plug it up real fast. I forgot to. Alright, there we go. Like I said, it crumbles up really good. Nice texture. It's got a strange smell to it. It's a smell that I never smelled before. I break a little bit up in my fingers. I like to break it up in my fingers and smell my fingers to get all the smells. It's a rugged smell. Got like a perfume. The back smells like sort of like a perfumey. Of course, you can smell the OG, but it does still have a weird smell to it. Very I don't know, very strange. Kind of greeny, kind of dirty, kind of fruity. All three in one. Just weird. It's a weird smell. I never smelled that smell. It don't smell like blueberries, y'all. I'll tell you that. It's got a sweet, gritty, grassy, smell to it. It's not bad. It's just different. I've never smelled anything like it. It's called blueberry muffins. So I did expect it to kind of smell like either a muffin or a blueberry, but let's get my nose down up in there and smell it and see. It's unique smell. It's got a very sweet smell to it. Overall, the smell is very, sweet. But I must admit, I've never smelled anything like it. So it's not gonna be a long video, folks. We're gonna make this short. We got the joint here. I always roll up ahead of time. As I was seeing folks, I'm trying to get my subscribers and my likes and stuff up. So folks, you gotta help me out. Quit getting caught up in all these relationship shows because y'all watching too much relationship stuff. I see everything on YouTube is about relationships. My goodness, you know. I mean, it's a good thing in a way, but hey, you need to come and relax and talk freely. Okay, don't forget about me. You know, brother trying to make a living over here. Check out my merchandise and stuff. This is a great show, and I'm starting to be seen in different parts of the world. So you got to please help me out, help share, get my subscribers up. Excuse me. I do get a bulk of my people from Instagram and Facebook. I don't know why YouTube, I don't seem to get as many as on YouTube. I really lack YouTube. So that's why I'm asking you folks. You out there, you like to know about marijuana and a little bit of its origin and some stories and have some fun and talk a little stuff. Come on over here, talk freely. I guarantee you'll have at least you'll learn a little bit about some marijuana or about something. We'll have something for you to say. I mean, for you to listen to and have a little fun with us. But the first couple tokes off this weed, nothing to write home to mama about. Let's see. It kind of tastes like it smells. Kind of tastes like all the combinations I smell. All the combinations you taste. Now, it's strong as hell. It's got kick right off the bat. But like I said, it don't taste like muffins or blueberries to me. The taste is very weird. I can't say I wouldn't say I like the taste. This is it's a strange taste for me, folks. It's strange for me. If they're trying to make it taste like a muffin, I don't know what the. I mean, I don't know. This might not be a good combination. We take a deeper, but no, I'm not gonna take a deeper, y'all, because I'm already coughing off of it, and I'm taking small totes. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's an interesting journey we're going on with this weed. Now it's got a bunch of kick. Now, as I just smoked a little bit, I did taste something very sweet, like one portion, very sweet. I tasted it again. So I guess I don't know. It's like it's mellow, harsh, and it's strange. It's strange. It's very strange. But I like it. Okay. I ain't gonna say I don't like it. I like it. I'm like Mikey. He likes everything. But this is not bad, folks. I have to say, as far as because it goes straight to your head. I'm already high. So this much of the joint I just smoked. I'm already high. So I'm definitely going to be recommending it. It's pretty good. As far as the potency and stuff. Like I said, I did taste a little sweetness in there. So, if I can one day, I'm going to see if I can go or find out or find a film about how they can add these flavors to the marijuana. And so we can know if, I know they're artificial flavors, but I want to know like the process of how they doing it. Because I've had weed that tastes like pudding. I've had weed that tastes like, fruit and cookies and, you know. So, but the blueberry is not coming across as blueberry, but it is. Listen, after you smoke a little bit of this weed, you ain't gonna give a damn what name it's called. You call it whatever it's called. Dewberry. It do the job, you know. But it's very potent weed, very potent weed, and all those combinations kind of weird. Very interesting. So, folks, how you guys liking y'all president? I know, ain't you having fun with him now? Y'all voted him in there. Told him how much you wanted him in there and how much you love him and everything. Now he's forcing y'all to take shots. Excuse me. Good weed always make my nose run. I think it'll be clearing up, all the stuff that's in there, clogged up in your brain and your nose and stuff like that. But I tried to tell folks, this now going on 2 years, well, a year and a half ago. that you can't give people like that much power. They always return corrupt.
I'm worried about the way I've been living. I'm worried that you'll look at me different.
Let's see what's going on. Nothing much for me, folks. I'm still trying to grow. I got some posters that I'm gonna have coming that I got made up for myself. So I'm going to be replacing this very soon with some Tokefreely posters. Hopefully they come out nice. But you can go to Teespring and you can get some of the posters I have there too. The ones I'm getting up here may be different. I haven't decided yet, but I may have one or two of them. Also, I'm gonna have some example of the t-shirts coming. I have ordered some, so they should be coming soon. What else can I say? I'm going to try to feature more. Oh, if you are a small entrepreneur and you into natural things like what I do with the marijuana, I only try to get natural marijuana, or I don't know if you can call any of it natural anymore, but I try to get the best marijuana that I think that's the safest. Put it that way, safest marijuana. But if you got like hemp products, or even some marijuana products that like rolling papers or something like that, get in touch with me at Tokefreely at 1921gmail.com. Tokefreely 1921 at gmail.com. Right. And leave me a detailed message of your product or whatever that you have, and we would sponsor it on the show, and for because we're looking for sponsors as well. So if you would like to become a sponsor, you get in touch with that same email, and if you would like to donate, you can get in touch with that same email. I do have a PayPal account. Like I say, I'm going to have to write it and put it up here because I am so uncomputer savvy, folks. But it's not going to stop me from making this thing grow because with my products, I look at it like this. They're only one of a kind. I know that each person have their own stuff. It's only one of a kind. But mine are one of a kind. They're special. And it's because this is going to grow. And this relates to something that a lot of us do. And they try to shame you into not doing it or talk about you if you don't if you're doing it, you know. But those same people, they have their own quirks. Like a certain person I saw, he tried to put down, and I don't know if he was talking to me directly, but he was trying to put down people who smoke marijuana. He's like, don't smoke weed, folks, because it rots your brain. But I think if you go out and spend $600 on a pair of sunglasses, I think that's rotting your brain too. You're rotting your brain because you can afford it, but you could be spending that money on something better. But you'd rather buy $600 in sunglasses that you're probably gonna lose, or somebody gonna steal from you, or break. Okay, so I always say to each his own. We all have our own hang-ups, and nobody's better than the next person, and nobody can pass judgment on whatever you do. You understand what I'm saying? Not that I condone anything wrong or anything that's bad for the body, because I don't. My opinion, marijuana is not bad for the body because it's in so many things that we do and eat, drink, and everything else. So smoking is just as logically sound as drinking it or medicine made with it or anything else. And that's the way I look at it. So people to me who try to put it down, to me, they're afraid to explore for one thing, and then they think they're better than you or nothing. But I'm always against hard drugs. I'm not for hard drugs, but if somebody chooses to use harder drugs and they enjoy doing harder drugs, that's on them, just like this is on me. I don't try to promote this to anybody unless you smoke marijuana. And if you don't smoke, I mean, if you want to watch the show for its entertainment values, I appreciate that. But you don't have to smoke to watch the show. I keep telling people that. Just because, you see us smoking weed or see me smoking weed on the show talking about the weed. Matter of fact, this is a sativa type of weed. I said I'm gonna start mentioning that. I'm gonna find out if these sativa or the other ones. But this is a sativa. It's an OG. You know, I don't know where it came from, but I'm gonna tell you, even the weed in the streets, all the weed come from dispensaries now because they all come from, they all growing it. Ain't nobody growing it privately no more. Not even the Mexicans. You know, but my thing is that don't knock the next person for what they do because what you do could actually be worse. Just because sometimes you may be in a better position, you know, or maybe you may be health conscious or spiritually conscious, and you don't know. I think you should always find out before you know, and then just simply ask people why do they do what they do. I think knowing the reasons why is a way of acceptance. I ain't saying you have to accept what they do, but I mean, you don't sleep and eat with them and pay their bills, and you're not there when they pissing and shit. And so you, I don't see unless you just if you're concerned about humans, then there are a lot more humans that need help. That's what I would say. Don't put it down just because it's had a stigma. Listen, back in the day they used to put cocaine in Coca-Cola. Literally put cocaine in Coca-Cola. And people I think was getting addicted like hell off that shit. But they still, and you don't know to this day if they put cocaine in Coca-Cola. Could be some derivative of cocaine. You never know. And all the stuff they put in your food that they don't tell you. At least with this kind of stuff, you know what it is. You know where it came from. You know that whoever's going to give it to you, hopefully, is going to try to give you the best quality and not try to take advantage of you because we have the ones that do that too. So I would say everybody had their quirks. Some people like to buy cars, some people like to buy shoes, some people like to buy clothes. Some people like to buy jewelry, some people like to eat their money up. You know, a lot of things. People like buy hats. It's all kind of things. But you shouldn't knock anybody for anything they do. If anything, you should help them. If you see that they have a problem, you should extend a helping hand. Because that's what this life is all about. It ain't about just you getting yours and screw the other person. Even though, they promote that. It's not about that. Because in the end, you got to answer to somebody, man. You got to answer to somebody in the end. Folks need to think about that. So for all you deadheads like me, give me some feedback on the show, folks. I know you out there. Since I learned about the statistics, I know y'all asses are out there. So y'all gonna have to, uh, you old heads that's watching the show, tell the other old heads that smoke weed to watch the show. And I would love some feedback on the show if I could get some feedback. And remember, I haven't forgot my goal. I told you I still want to get 10,000 either likes or thumbs up on the show. So when y'all see this on Instagram and Facebook, don't I need those 10,000 thumbs up and likes. We got to get the show up and running because I want to host an event, a real event, not just on the online event, but I would like to host a real event for hopefully the grand opening of Tokefreely store. You know, so I'm gonna need you people's help with that. I need you to really give me likes, give me thumbs up, show me some love, cause this, like I say, this is my livelihood right now. And I'm doing everything I can to put it in position so people won't think I'm just sitting around smoking weed. It's more to this story, and so I would ask you, to take this journey with me, and see what we can get out of it because, I mean, we have nothing to lose. What do we have to lose? Everybody can go back to their respective spots after this is over with, or if they die out, go smoke their weed in private. I'm just trying to show you folks that you don't have to be ashamed of smoking. You don't have to hide it anymore, unless you're in one of those states that still treat you like you're, like they own your whole body and soul. But and then if they do, you should rise up. And then for the people that tries to regulate that, you should, have a dialogue with them. You know, because through my whole life, I've always noticed other people always want to control what other people do, like they have the right to control your brain and your mind and your free will, because they may not like a certain thing you do, say, or perform, or whatever they may do. If we all going to see things that we don't like, that means we don't have to look at it. You know, if you turned away from most stuff, people would stop the stuff that they do. You know that? If you wouldn't give them the attention that they want, say like, well, I don't like to knock nobody, but say some artists like to have a titties out, or some guy always got his butt out, or something like that. If you should show people no attention, you don't even have to show them shame. You don't even have to show them shame or disgust. Just don't pay attention to them. Sure, you just don't pay attention. Believe me, how fast they straighten that act up. They'll be like, oh, I ain't a spectacle no more. You know, because most people, they either want to be the spectacle or they don't want to be the spectacle. And some people that don't want to be the spectacle become one because people expect them to. You see what I'm saying? And some people do it just to get the attention of other people. But if you show them that shit don't faze you, you know, and it don't mean nothing to you, they will stop that shit like that. What? Believe what I tell you. You know, it's like watching a child have a temper tantrum. You've seen kids have temper tantrums. If you go to say, "What's the matter?" and you go there and they go, but if you sit there and let them cry, what they do? They stop crying, get up, get their act together, and go on about the business, don't they? You know, and that's what sometimes you have to do people that way too, because the more attention that you give them, the more outrageous they become, and then it does become an influence on younger people, you know, and not even some younger people, but on older people. I've seen older people act, you know, like these 20-something-year-old rappers and people out here, or not necessarily even rappers. I'm not blaming them. I'm 20-year-old, some 20-year-old fools. You know, I've seen 40 and 50-year-olds act just like them. You know, walk around. I see, you know, just the other day I was coming from the store. I seen a guy. He had to be he's my age or in his early 50s, walking around with his pants hanging off his ass. You know, acting like he's one of these young dudes on the street. I mean, dressed like he one of the young dudes on. Oh, motherfucker. You know, just like me. If he ain't old, he looking because he had gray hair and everything. You know, but he looked to me that he was in his late 40s, early 50s, and that's totally you guys. That's you know past y'all 30s. Pull your pants up, man. Nobody wants to look at your ass. You know, I don't care if it's a fashion statement or whatever. This should be a respectable way to do it. And, you know, most of you people know the origin of it and you still do it. So, you know, what's left to be said about that? Okay. You know the origin of where that came from, but you still do it. You know, just because other people do it, you do it. I never thought in my life we would come up with a new way to wear pants, but let's leave it up to us. That's what I said. We're the most ingenuitive people in the world, man. You know, so you know what, man? I'm gonna wear my pants past my ass, and I'm gonna scoot down the street because you really can't walk it. You're gonna scoot down the street. I'll be cool with the motherfucker. I just scoot, man. You know, I have my gat right there. You know, you guys are true. I don't envy you guys not one bit. I'm sorry, I don't envy you guys. You know, but you know, for the old heads, man, come on, support the show. And the people overseas, especially in Africa, Australia. Well, there's only two people from Australia, but I have two people. And different parts of Africa. It's because from all over. You know, I don't know if YouTube just kick the show off into Africa. Like, you know what? Nobody watch this shit. Throw it to Africa. You know, but I get a lot of support from people from Africa. And for the people that support me in Africa and the different countries in Africa, thank you very much. Like I said, if it wasn't for Instagram and Facebook, YouTube would have just buried me. And they are burying me even still, but you guys keep me alive, and I appreciate that, you know. Now come on and buy some of my merchandise, you know, and donate to my PayPal. I'm gonna have it up there in a minute, you know, and get a brother up and running so we get this shit right, you know, get it right, you know. You know what? I'll say this before I go because I just weed right now, but we need a place to smoke our weed, man, because nobody really, you know, nobody really wants it. You know, it still has this negative stigma, just like cigarettes do. It still has this negative stigma. And we need a place to go and smoke our weed where we won't feel ashamed or we have to hide it or we have to be so bold with it that we feel like, you know, people feel so disrespected, you know, about you doing that, you know. Because I had an incident some years ago about me smoking some weed before weed was legal though, but yeah, smoking some weed in the park, minding my own business. You know, and people feel like they had a right to come up and tell you. You know, see, sometimes like when the state somebody makes something illegal, you have these people, that try to call themselves good and righteous. They don't even know what good and righteous is. But anyway, they try to come up here and tell you what you're doing wrong and how it's disrespecting them and the law and their children and all that shit. But them same people don't tell you that, that they probably cheat on their taxes. Probably cheat on their spouse, probably beat their kid, probably hate you because you're a different color, but they'll have the gall, to tell you about something about the law because they so for the law. These people are so full of shit. It's just, but anyway, we need a place. That weed was pretty good. It's really strong. I'm really high off that weed. I'm gonna rate it in a second, but I want to say this. It's called Blue Muffin OG. Go out and get you some. I looked it up. It does exist. Uh, excuse me. We do need a place to go and smoke and have us a good time and a little entertainment. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. So I want Tokefreely to be one of the first. For what my idea is, it will be the first. There are other places that are allowing you to come in and smoke, but some of them are so clinical, and they don't know what it takes to really enjoy smoking weed in a place that you feel comfortable smoking weed. And only people like me and us that we have smoked weed, and we've had to create our own environment for it. We know what we would want if we come to a place like that. So I know that, and I have a whole blueprint already down packed for you folks, And in the coming months, if we can get this to grow even more, somebody's calling me, always calling me. Don't know who that is. I'm gonna have to hang up. And so I want to have a place. I lost my train of thought. I want to have a place where people can come to, man, and we have a place they can relax, smoke, maybe have a little entertainment, maybe, who knows what day may be. But the point is to have people where people can come and feel safe, excuse me, and smoke their weed, and not be judged by anybody, because they do smoke. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said before, it has a stigma, and people, they love putting labels on you, man. Even though they may not know nothing about you, they love to put, labels on you, and you're this and you're that, because you may do this, all of a sudden you're a bad person. You understand what I'm saying? So, for the month of October 2021, we got some Blue Muffin, and we're going to give it a rating right now. So for the smell, which I have a little bit still in front of me, I don't know why my mic, since I still have some in front of me, I'm going to smell it again. Okay. Like I said, it's got a good smell. I like it a lot. It smells better than it actually tastes. And so for the smell, I'm going to give it an 8. The taste, I hate the taste. You get patches of sweetness in it. And some people may like it. I personally don't like it. But I can say I hate it. I don't hate it. It's just unusual. I'm going to say unusual. I'm going to not say hate. So for the unusual taste of what's the name of it? Of the blueberry muffin. This unusual taste, I'm only gonna give a 7. Okay, for the flavor as well. I wasn't impressed with the flavor because it had so many flavors in it. It took so many things. You tasted so many things in that, and it really, to me, it didn't come all together. It didn't come together. So for me, the flavor, I'm only gonna give it a 7 as well. Texture is 999.9. It's almost perfect. I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it a 10. I'm gonna give it a texture of 10. Buzz or high, there's no buzz. Directly a high. So it starts off pretty early in the joint, so that has to be a high score. So we're gonna give that I'm gonna give it a 9. Okay, Point of Peak, same thing. Very early in the joint. Really, really strong on the potency. So we're gonna give that. I'm gonna give it a 9 as well. See, I don't throw out 10s like I do. Okay, accessibility. My nephew introduced me to this weed. He bought it. He got a guy, so I'm gonna give it a fair accessibility since I don't know the people he deal with. I'm gonna give it a accessibility of a 8. Quality, overall quality, excellent. There's nothing really bad I can say about it. I mean, other than like I said, the smell is unusual, taste is unusual, flavors kind of mixed up there. But in all combination, it came out to be a pretty good weed. If we talk about the high level was good. I don't think nobody would scrutinize it for the things that I do it for. So I'm gonna have to put the quality up there. I'm gonna give it a. I have to be honest. I'm gonna give it a 9. Potency, I'm giving it a 10 right off the bat. Strong, got your coffee right off the bat. Okay, coffeeability, I'm gonna give coffeeability. Usually, I always say respectable for it, but since I was coughing off of the first 2 tokes off that joint, I'm gonna give it a 5. Okay, and that's half of coffeeability. Okay, and would I buy it again? After I give you the folks the score, I would tell you. Now, this radio might go off because I'm doing several things here. But, oh, it didn't go off. I am shocked and appalled. I am appalled and shocked, but shockingly appalled. So for the smell, we gave it a. Hold on, I have to move that. So for the smell, we gave it an 8. 7 for the taste. Where did 5 from? All right, we gotta do this again. So 7 for the smell. Oh damn. What's going on here? Oh, okay. 8 for the smell, 7 for the taste, 7 again for the flavor. We got a 10 for the texture. Buzzer high is a 9. Point of peak is a. I also gave it a 9. Accessibility is an 8. Quality is a 9. Potency, I gave a 10. And comfortability, I gave a 5. And our score, folks, came out to be 82. And that's a great. Very, very good. Now this weed, to me, the score is right on the money. Because in order for me to have it like give it 10s right across the board, everything has to be a 10. It has to be excellent, you know. And since we've never got a comfortability to a 10, I know they country be trying to make it up. But if you look at how you cough doing weed, it's not hard to say that a 10 would really probably you lose your breath or damn near lose your breath. But everything else I think came out perfectly like I always say, because I give it my best assessment of what I think the weed is, and the weed is worth an 82. And an 82 is great. It ranks up there with the high, the best weed, the highest quality weeds, you know. So for today, October, the month of October, 2021. Oh, and would we buy it again? Yes, we would buy it again. I score for the blueberry. Wow, it's been happening all day to me, folks. Okay, for the blueberry, somebody's doing something. For the blueberry muffin is an 82. I hope you can see that, because I have to go around and put that light back on. So sorry about that. So until the next time we meet, I hope you enjoyed the show. Take care, bye bye, and toke freely.